para interviewin natin si Sir Rg from ABS-CBN. So, kamusta naman kayo?
Okay naman, medyo mainit. Hindi pala medyo mainit pala talaga.
Started 2009, so almost 20 years.
5 years na ako, ayun, nag-start ako mag-work 2015 din. So,
Cumulative, ang mga siguro almost 10 years, baka mga 9. Kasi I started here 2009, but there are a couple of years na I was assigned for a few months in Malacanang and Common. So, almost 10.
I worked for Sunstar before. I write for Sunstar. So there, nag-start talaga ako sa judiciary. So I covered the Supreme Court, the Department of Justice. Tapos yung mga courts, tapos 2 years ako sa judiciary and then na-transfer ako sa House Beat. So nung nasa Sunstar pa lang ako, nasa House Beat na ako. Parang 2 years ako nag-cover for House Beat. And then after that, lumipat ako sa Daily Tribune and then inassign ako sa House Beat. So mga 3 years na ako sa House. Ayan.
Well, of course, you have to study the institution itself and how, in those subjects, not just your daily grind. You come here, you show up, and you just observe the proceedings. You have to go beyond what you see and actually get to know the institution. So do your research, do your work. First off, of course, you read on the internet, you read the Constitution, you read the House rules, and then of course you get to know your subjects, you get to know the dynamics, what are the issues that they're dealing with. You have to go read the documents that they deal with para you can become an expert or at least someone that the public can trust when it comes to this matter. So when you go out there, when you talk to your audience, you are their eyes-ears, you are their SME, you are their subject matter expert. You are someone na pwede na lang sabihin na, okay, alam niya yan, makinig tayo sa kanya.
Siguro with the sources, yes, we have to have sources. Kailangan namin talaga mag-establish ng, let's say, relationship with our sources, of course. Pero hindi ka pwede kasi maging sobrang close with them. Kasi if you get too close with them, you cannot scrutinize them. Parang yun. Sobrang daming congressmen sa House. 300 sila. So, yun yung isa sa mga challenges. Tapos, you should always set aside your personal biases. Kasi when you get to know them, makikita mo talaga yung iba maganda yung ugali, yung iba masama yung ugali. Meron kang sariling judgment eh. Pero when you're right, you should set aside that. Ayan.
Oh, this is actually a very tiring beat kasi mahaba ang oras dito. So right now, it's very quiet. Later on in the day, it's very busy. There are several committee hearings at Tribune as we speak. Hindi lang newsworthy cover lahat. But, a really busy day. Maraming nagawa at yung committee hearings at Tribune newsworthy. Dahil sa kailangan magpuntahan. There will be press conferences in the room upstairs. Then of course, your planning session there. Of course, there are ambush interviews. You also have to pay attention to whatever is happening outside the meeting and your beats because you might be able to get reactions or people here might want to be reacting to what's going on outside.
Unang-una, kailangan nyo magbasa ng balita. Every day, bago kayo pumunta sa beat, basahin nyo anong balita ngayon para alam nyo kung anong malaki. Kasi otherwise, mahirapan talaga kayo malaman kung ano yung dapat nyong i-prioritize. So you have to read. Ayan. Okay, parang medyo mahirap kasi sabi ko, as I said, 300 yung congressmen lahat. Ang daming committee hearings, parang sa isang araw, siguro mga 10 to 15 committee hearings. Tapos, committee hearings, nagsistart siya from 9 a.m. tapos hanggang 12. So, yun yung mahirap. Sobrang daming work. Nagpa-pile up yung work. So, minsan wala na akong time talaga. Parang puro coverage, wala na akong naisulat. Yun. So, yun yung isa sa mga challenges. Tapos, challenge din yung pag-break yung Congress. Kasi parang ilang beses nagbe-break yung Congress. Pag nag-recess sila, so wala ka maisusulat kasi wala silang session. Like, next week, wala na silang session. So, next week. So wala na akong maisusulat about Congress. Magtatawag na lang ako ng mga congressman. So isa yun sa mga challenges din. May mga dry season talaga pagdating doon sa pagko-cover sa Congress. Pag nasa dry season, usually nagtatawag na kami ng congressman, gano'n. Tapos, minsan kasi si Speaker Cayetano, nag-i-invite siya sa na i-cover siya, may mga events siya. So, yun yung kino-cover namin. Every time na hindi gagamitin yung story ako, may censorship kasi pagdating sa desk. So, tinitignan nila ano yung hindi pwedeng lumabas sa dyaryo. Kasi, like for example, Meralco. We can't write anything negative about Meralco because Meralco ay kliyente namin. So, may add sila sa dyaryo namin. Things like that frustrates me. Kasi, I want to say na yung press sa Pilipinas ay may free press, ganyan. Pero hindi kasi at the end of the day, yung boss mo yung magsasabi. Di pwede yan. So as much as you want to write that article, gusto mo ma-publish yun kasi gusto mo makita ng mga tao anong kalokohan nitong ginagawa. Pero pag sinabi ng boss mo na no, wala ka nang magagawa.
Generally, don't go into news kung gusto nyo sumikat, mag-artista na lang kayo. Kung gusto nyo yumaman, mag-artista na lang kayo. You have to, at the risk of being cheesy or something, but it's really service. It's public service. It's hard work. Sometimes it looks glamorous because you see us on TV, but behind that 2 or 3 minutes that you see us on TV every day, there's a lot of work that goes into it. And it's not glamorous. It's very hard. You sleep over it. You spend very long hours here and even outside here because you have to get the news sources. You meet with them privately off the record, just for understanding into the background. You spend time, as I said, studying the beats, studying the dynamics here, studying institutions, reading literature, reading documents, resource materials, doing your research basically. Of course, pagka journalist, wala yung holiday. So, you work on holidays. When you're a young reporter, you start in a graveyard beat. You even asked to work on holidays and on weekends. When you're older, you get your weekends back, but you still work holidays. So there are sacrifices. So there's really an element of service and selflessness. Sabi nga ng mga boss ko naman, bow of poverty din because it's not exactly money-making profession.
Sa tingin ko kasi dahil nga grabe yung volume ng work, you should know kung ano yung dapat mo i-prioritize. Kasi hindi lahat ng storya papatusin mo eh. Kasi sa loob ng isang araw, siguro kaya namin 20 stories kung talagang lahat papatusin mo. So yun, you should know your priority and tips and guidelines for journalists. Ang dami kong tips, pero siguro ito yung pinaka gusto ko i-share sa inyo. I pursued journalism kasi because I believe it's an honorable profession na I could glorify the Lord in this profession by serving people, by informing them, by listening to them. Siguro alamin nyo kung bakit nyo ginagawa yung ginagawa nyo. You should know kung bakit nyo ginagawa yun kasi at the end of the day, babalik kayo sa tanong na bakit ito ginagawa. Pag hindi na kayo nasa-satisfy, I think aalis at aalis kayo. Ang dami hindi nagpo-pursue ng journalism, ang daming umaalis. Marami akong kakilala na lumilipat sa PR writing kasi mas malaki, mas financially rewarding yung trabaho. Pero at the end of the day, nasa-satisfy ka ba? Yung purpose mo, nagagawa mo ba? So yun.
Oh my God, in that 20 years, parang ang dami na masyado, too many to mention actually. Every coverage is memorable. Here in the houses, and this is one of the reasons why I actually am not bored here, is because there are 300 different subjects, there are 300 congressmen, which means you have different subjects on any given day. Unlike Malacanang, your subject is the president, or the Senate, your subject is only 24 senators. Here, there are 300 possible sources of stories, so there's never a done.
Isa sa mga memorable, siguro yung SONA when Speaker Alvarez was ousted. 2 years ago ba? Or a year ago? Hindi ko na maalala. A year ago. 2 years ago? Yan. Tagal ko na cover, diba? Ayan. Naalala niyo yung meme na si Arroyo, nakaganon siya. Tapos,
Oo.
ayun. It was so difficult for us to cover that event kasi pag nag-cover kami ng house, napakalaki niyan eh. So, yung session hall, napakalaki din. So, hindi namin naintindihan yung sinasabi niya, nakaganon lang siya. Tapos, we have to wait for hours para malaman namin ano ba yung sinasabi nito, pinagsasabi nito. Tapos nagkakagulo na yung mga congressmen doon. Pero we cannot get near them kasi doon lang kami, may mga undesignated areas lang for journalists. So, we have to wait. Kahit na yung mga tao, ano ba nangyayari dito? Tinatanong din kami ng mga boss namin, ano ba nangyayari dyan? Hindi rin namin masagot. Ayun, so mahirap siya i-cover. Tapos that day, parang 12 na kami nakauwi kasi parang na-resolve nila yung issue 10 p.m. na. So, ganun siya katagal. So, we were there for parang 9 a.m. Nandun na, 8 a.m. ganyan. As early as 8 a.m. Tapos, uwi kami ng 12. Ganyan. Tapos also, I remember yung coverage ko ng SONA 3 years ago, President Duterte. It was the first time President Duterte faced yung mga protesters. So, he went outside of Batasan. Very memorable yung mga SONA experience. He went outside of Batasan, tapos hinarap niya yung mga protesters. Tapos, na-assign ako to cover yung protest that time. Tapos ang nangyari nun, meron mga snipers all around them. Because if the president, kasi every time the president is there, grabe yung security. So, nandito kami sa Batasan, tapos snipers nakapalibot lang. So, bago pa siya pumunta, nandun na yung mga snipers. So, sabi ko, ano mangyayari dito? Parang isang maling ng mga reporters, di ba? Pwede magkabarilan dito. So, doon ko naisip na, grabe delikado siya. Pero, doon mas delikado, mas nakaka-excite eh. Ganun na ba? yun yung isa din sa mga dahilan bakit ko pinursu yung journalism. Kasi, alam nyo, hindi siya nakakatamad na trabaho. Hindi siya yung trabaho na paulit-ulit yung ginagawa mo. Kaya, sobrang exciting siya kasi everyday mayroong bagong balita. Hindi mo alam anong mangyayari ngayon. Diba? Kaya sobrang exciting. Tapos, memorable din sa akin yung a week after Marawi was declared liberated, pinadala ko sa Marawi. So, nakita ko yung situation doon na when I was there, parang yung kinikilabutan ako. Nakita ko yung mga sira-sirang mga structures, tapos yung mga people na nasa evacuation areas. Tapos, alam mo yung parang, hindi iba yung pakiramdam pag nandun ka sa place. You know, I like covering politics, pero iba talaga pag kinover mo yung mga tao. When you are kung nandun ka talaga sa ground, iba yung pakiramdam. Tapos, Batangas, yung Taal erupted just a month ago, or 2 months ago, ganyan. I was there also. So, nakita ko yung sitwasyon ng mga tao sa ground. Yun yung pinaka-masarap i-cover when you get to see, when you get to hear, when you get to listen to them. And alam mo sa sarili mo na pag sinulat mo to, pwedeng makita to ng official and they could address their situations. So, yun. Isa yun sa mga para kinikilabutin. Ayan. I wrote something negative about a congressman. Tapos, yung congressman na yun, kinall out niya ako sa plenary session. So, plenary session, pag sinabing plenary session, nandun lahat ng congressmen. Tapos, recorded yon. Tapos, it's parang televised kasi naka-live yun eh. Tapos, kinall out niya ako. Itong article na to, written by Kate Kalayag, sabi niya, is false, ganyan, blah, 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 blah. Tapos kung ano-ano sinabi niya sa akin. Pero ganun kasi sila eh, talagang magda-deny sila. Pero I have the recording, so parang hindi naman ako nag-worry about that. Tapos, ako lang yung gumawa ng article na yun. Tapos, ayun, mahirap pag ganun kasi, ano bang mahirap? Kasi feeling ko parang yung, alam mo yun, parang yung pangalan ko yung, kahit anong isulat mo talaga, pangalan mo yung nakataya doon. So, wala ka naman magagawa, you have to write, and you have to write facts. So,
Ano po nangyari
ayun.
after?
Hindi na niya ako sinasagot pag may mga questions ako. So, yun, isa sa mga mahirap din.
Doing the research, doing the research, doing the hard work, doing the coverage, doing the long hours, that is the work. So everything is hard. But as I said, if you really like what you're doing, if you're passionate about this, then you never have to work a day in your life. So mag-enjoy ka pa rin. If you want to do it.
Aside from the volume ng trabaho, maraming trabaho, ang pinaka-challenging is that you get offers from congressmen. Pera, na malalaking pera. Every month I get offers. Pero, siyempre I decline because it's against my conviction. So, ang problema sa journalism is, una, walang pera. Kasi hindi siya, maliit lang yung sahod. Hindi siya, baka isipin niyo pa, yayaman kayo. So, parang wala pa ako nakita yung yumaman yung journalist. So, maliit lang yung sahod. Pera ulit. Kasi sobrang daming congressman na bibilin ka. Meron akong nakausap before. Sabi niya, huwag mong tanggihan kasi baka ano mangyari sa'yo. It's either hindi ka nila bibigyan ng storya. Kasi source mo yan eh. Pwedeng hindi ka nila bigyan ng storya kasi hindi ka tumatanggap.
I like this job. I actually love this job. Given the context that what my company is going through right now. So, mas na-appreciate mo yung trabaho mo ito. Mas na-appreciate mo yung trabaho mo ito. Mas na-appreciate mo kung gano'n kamahal yung trabaho mo ito. Now it's under threat. And I guess that's it. That's what keeps me going. And that's, I think, what your classmates and everybody who's going to be seeing this should keep in mind when you pick something you want to do. You have to want to do it. You have to be passionate about it. That itself is your fuel. That will keep you.
I was called to be a journalist, so that keeps me going. So I think you should know kung saan kayo tinawag, para saan talaga kayo. Kasi nagkamali ako nung una, diba? Nag-take ako ng HRM. So na-realize ko nung hindi, ito yung para sa akin. Kasi wala akong talent sa pagluluto. So yun, nagkamali ako. So na-realize ko na, dapat para, so pinursu ko na. Alam niyo, ang daming dahilan para hindi niyo i-pursue yung journey.